Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Stéfania and I have a stiff neck right now, so I may look a little uncomfortable. This is Elios. He'll be with us for today's video. Okay, your circumstances do not matter. When you are consciously manifesting your current 3D circumstances in your life do not matter. No matter how bad they look, no matter how impossible it seems to come out of those circumstances, they don't matter. You want to know why? Because you created them. You created those circumstances, and not only did you create them, you also created the meaning you gave those circumstances. You think it's happening against you. You think the world is against you. You think you're being punished. And that's why you are resisting the current circumstances. And the current circumstances, unfavorable circumstances, validate your old story of the one who is in lack, of the one who experiences hurt, betrayal, heartbreak, losses, poverty, and so on. You may have not consciously hoped that those circumstances would unfold that way, but the identity that you were claiming to be did. So if your identity was the one who things always go wrong, I never seem to get it right, I'm always failing, I never have enough, then guess what? God always says yes, and you are one with God. So if you're, assuming the worst, if you're assuming that bad things always happen to you, God is saying yes, 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 and it will create more circumstances to validate that belief about yourself because you're experiencing yourself. Your judgment, the story that you hold in regards to those circumstances is you, right? Because those circumstances are neutral. They are completely neutral. There's no good, there's no bad, there's only highest good. Everything is happening for you. And if you look back at your life, even the things that you thought were the worst case scenarios possible, you probably always came out of those things remembering your true nature, remembering that, oh, okay, now I know why that happened. It led me to this specific point in time, which is always perfection. So your circumstances don't matter because you're the one who created them, which gives you the power to uncreate them. This is just a figure of speech, but you can just choose differently. You don't even have to try and change those circumstances because you can't. You cannot. You can perceive them differently. You can know that it's happening in your highest good, but also know that those circumstances are literally just delayed manifestations from your old identity. It's an old script unfolding. It doesn't even have any meaning unless you decide that it does. So why not perceive it as happening for you in your highest good? If you remain completely detached from those circumstances, then they do not have power over you. They do not control you. It doesn't matter what you think is happening as long as you know the end, as long as you remain firm in your I am identity, as long as you know you are God, then the circumstances don't mean anything unless you're seeking validation through those circumstances. And that's the problem. If you think the 3D is going to validate you, you've got it all wrong because you're the one who's validating the 3D by reacting to it, by thinking that it's working against you, by thinking that you're being punished by some sort of higher power, when in fact you're the one punishing yourself because you're keeping your old identity intact and alive by, identifying with those circumstances, by remaining attached to those circumstances, by thinking that they're the ones who decide who you are. Right now it may seem like you don't have any money in your bank account, and then you're thinking, well, I must suck, or I must not be doing enough, or I must not be trying hard enough, or I must be doomed, or I must be, fated for a life of poverty and struggle. That's not the case. You don't even know what God has in store for you. You don't even know how everything is unfolding in mysterious and miraculous ways for you. But if you continue to believe the 3D as factual, if you continue to think that this is the end for you, well, guess what? You're remaining in that state of lack. And it's not the 3D that will adjust. It's not you who has to adjust to the 3D, it's the 3D who has to adjust to you. But there will be a glitch, there will be a little delay, right? Because you have to believe in the unseen before it materializes. So everything you're experiencing now in the 3D is basically what was unseen a while ago when we, refer to linear time and human constructed time. But really there is only now. So if you see it in your mind, if you feel it, that you are in your perfect relationship, you have all the wealth in the world, the success, the health, then that's all the proof that you need. You are the proof. You don't need to do more techniques when the technique is you. Like, it's literally just you experiencing yourself, and the reactions that you have when looking at your outside world are reactions that are based off of what you think the 3D means. Something happens and automatically you think you're being rejected. You think you're not good enough. You think that, you're not doing enough. You think that you lack this, you lack that you need to do more of this, more of that. That's all you. That's you deciding this, and your reaction means that you accept that as truth. You don't have to accept none of that as truth. If you knew who you were, if you remembered yourself as God, as source, as infinite intelligence, as one with all, it wouldn't even faze you, because you would know that it's just part of nature, and the unfolding is not up to you. Like, you can think the worst thing possible is happening to you, and it's actually a blessing in disguise. Like, it's leading you to your next materialization. As long as you know that creation is finished, then nothing can go wrong for you. It's always going right. Creation is finished means that your end goal, your dream, your desired reality, you're not building it. You're not earning it. You're not proving that you're worthy of it. You're not working yourself towards it. It's already here in the unseen. It already exists right here. So all you have to do is know that it's the truth. Know that it's here. Know that it's yours. Know that it's done. And that's it. And remain in that identity. And you cannot ruin something that is yours. You cannot ruin it. So if, for example, you are in the state, you remain in the state, and then you react to the 3D, right? Which means that you're no longer in the state of having and being. You haven't ruined anything. You don't have to start over. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to think that you're a failure. Just hop back on the timeline of your desired reality. Hop back on into the state of having and being. Again, if you think you're ruining something, if you think you're ruining something, then you're still in the mentality that your effort, your actions is what's going to get you to a point in the future, and that's all an illusion. It's happening now. There is no future. It's now. You either have it right now or you don't. If you think you don't have it now, then you're in the state of not having. You're in the state of lack. And guess what? You will continue to manifest more lack. It's not I will believe it when I see it. It's I will believe it first, even if I cannot physically see it with my human limited eyes and senses, and then it materializes. It has to. That's how all life was created on this earth. God is consciousness. It was consciousness before it became matter. You were consciousness before you became human. Every single thing on this physical plane Every single object, every single creation was a thought, a prayer, an idea, a belief, a vision that sparked from inspiration before it became material. That's just law. So, you cannot ruin anything because the end is already finished. So you just have to trust the end, stay in it, and know that the how and the when it unfolds physically in the outside world, which is always delayed, right, is not up to you. So this is why circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter because you created those circumstances. The power was always yours. Now you just have to do the opposite. And instead of believing in the worst, instead of believing that things always go wrong, believe that things always go right. Know that they always unfold perfectly. Believe in yourself. Like, that's literally what manifestation is. It's believing in yourself. I don't know why people are complicating it, trying to rationalize and be logical and deny themselves their freaking divine birthright. Like, you just have to believe in you. You don't even need to take action. Because then again, you can take all the action in the world, do all the techniques, try all the tools, but it's the identity that matters. Who are you when you take action? Are you taking action from lack? Are you taking action to try and make something happen? Are you taking action with the hopes that once this happens, once I have this, I will finally feel better. I will finally feel fulfilled. I will finally feel free. You won't, because you don't feel fulfilled now. So nothing outside will fulfill you. You're chasing a false sense of happiness that will never come to you. Happiness has an opposite, and that's unhappiness. Try peace instead. Peace means you're at peace with anything. You're at peace with any circumstances because you're unmovable. You know who you are at the core, which is consciousness. And consciousness does not resist. It does not seek a sense of self in other people and other things and external circumstances. It just simply is. So if you can be at peace with any circumstances and try and observe instead of interpreting, judging, analyzing from the mental that needs an identity, from the ego that needs to be right, then you're disconnected from your true nature. What do you want to be right about? You will always be right. So decide, what do I want to be right about? Do you want to be right about having your dream life, being God, being infinite, being your highest potential? Or do you want to be right about not having anything, about your life sucking, about being a loser, about failing all the time? Like, I've been there. I'm done doing that. I'm done being that person. Seriously. I'm done giving that to myself. I'm giving myself the best now, and I only expect the best because I know myself to be the best. And you should know yourself to be the best in your reality because you're always experiencing yourself. If you think you suck, everyone around you will suck, every circumstances will suck, and then you'll try to manifest and it will suck for you. You will find yourself probably thinking it doesn't work, but it's always working. You've been proven that your entire life. You've always been manifesting. Manifestation is not new. It's not like a new age thing that you're learning. It's not like a freaking magic spell. You've been doing it your whole entire life based on what you absorbed as a child, what you accepted as truth, what you were taught to be true. So do it in your favor. Simple as